You're about to listen to the Weird with a Side of Bacon podcast. We cover weird things, but part of that may include adult themes and content. We'll be talking about things like butts and boobs, and there will be swearing. It's kind of what we do. If there are any kids in the car, you may want to change the channel. Thanks, and enjoy. Hey, sweetie, what can I get for you?
Do you have any of today's specials left?
The weird? Oh yeah, we got lots of weird.
And can I get that with bacon?
Sure, weird with a side of bacon, coming up. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 26 of the Weird with a Side of Bacon podcast.
26.
Let me go through and introduce our host, starting with Misty. Misty, what do you do?
I talk about weird and crazy news articles from all around the world.
And then we move on to Stephanie. Stephanie, what do you do in the Weird with a Side of Bacon podcast?
I find the weird social media stuff.
And I am the third lowest in the totem pole host of them all. Trevor and I cover weird history and weird facts, and that's the crew.
All right.
Whoop, whoop.
As we had said, this is the Weird with a Side of Bacon podcast, and we're going to talk about weird stuff, starting with our own personal weird story. Stephanie said she is prepared. Something weird happened to her this time. Steph, what weird thing happened to you?
It's not really weird. It was just me being a dumbass.
All right.
Oh, boy.
That's all right. We'll take it. What do you got?
We all do that sometimes.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I do live on a second floor apartment, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Or live in a second floor apartment. So obviously we can't have grills on the porch.
Yep.
So I have a little George Foreman.
Mm-hmm.
One night I decided to make burgers for Troy and myself, and I used the George Foreman. So I had the fan on above the stove on, but I'm like, it's still going to have that smell. So I opened up the patio door. Mind you, it's wintertime. Okay?
Yes.
So open up the patio door, close the screen door. Otherwise, Oreo would want to go out and explore as well.
Yep. Oreo's the cat. If
Yes.
anyone is wondering.
So doing the cooking thing, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, all right, don't forget that screen door is closed. Okay. So cooking dinner, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, all right, I got to remember the screen door is shut.
Uh-huh.
Made dinner, ate dinner, and I still had the patio door open, but it got to that point where it's like, all right, it's getting chilly in here. So I closed the patio door, got done with dinner, cleaned up from dinner, and then I was going to step outside,
Mm-hmm.
opened up the patio door, smack right into the screen door.
I knew it. As soon as you were severing screen door and patio door, I'm like, there's got to be a reason. I'm like,
Yes.
she walked right into that.
I walked right into the screen door. Mind you, it's, 6:00 at night, so it's already dark out.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
yep.
can't say I have not done that because I know I have, because I have ripped patio doors off the camper from running into the street.
Luckily, I did not break the screen door, like rip the screen or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, son of a bitch.
I just felt like an idiot.
Yes. And then I went outside and I was laughing at myself. Troy was in the restroom at the time. So when he came back out, I'm like, you will never believe what I just did.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, oh, damn, I wish I was there to record it.
Because he knew it was coming, right? He's like, she's going to do this. I know it.
I don't think he thought about it until I was starting to tell the story. But
Oh, honey, I've been there. Because when we went to the Dells one year with the kids, we were at a restaurant. Cooper was little, and I ran right into a glass door. So,
Yeah.
not anybody's first.
yeah, it wasn't me. It wasn't anything weird. It was just me being a dumbass.
Give it a
Knowing
4.
as I was repeating myself.
Don't
do
forget
it.
the screen door.
Don't
Don't
do
forget
it.
the
Don't
screen
forget.
door.
Don't forget. Oh, I forgot.
Been there.
Because it's not like summer where, you just have the patio door open the whole time.
Yeah.
Right?
You get used to it.
Yes.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
So I'm just a dumbass. So thank you for listening to my dumbass story.
The dumbass with a side of bacon story.
Yeah. On that note, Trevor, you are up first.
Well, thank you, but we have to first do the bacon rating system.
I forgot about that.
I'll do it real quick.
My bad.
So we do a 1 to 4 bacon rating system. We rate everybody's stories on how weird they are. 1, your story is not weird. 4, your story is weird. 4, crispy, your story is double weird. Or the BLT, your story is double weird. So at the end of each segment, we will be doing a bacon rating. So we can figure out how weird we are. Remember, the weirder you are, the cooler you are. That's our system. Anyway, I do get to go first. My story is going to be about Bobby Leach. I'm sure you guys know who that is, right?
Totally.
Bobby Leach. Bobby Leach. You guys big
Him and
fans?
I were besties. Yeah.
Oh my God, really? You guys went
Yeah.
to school together?
I made friendship bracelets.
Nice. All right. So the name of this story is, I'm calling it Mama, Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys.
I feel like a reference to the last.
I did a little bit. It was on I did bring it up in the last episode a little bit. My sources for this is I have a Wikipedia page about Bobby Leach. I have a June 2011 article from BBC. And I have a July, I don't know what year. It didn't say, it just said July. Article from GoNiagaraTours.com. That'll all make sense in a little bit. Well, in case you guys don't remember who Bobby Leach is, Bobby Leach was the first person to ever go over the Niagara Falls in a steel barrel and survive. So Bobby Leach was obviously what am I thinking of? A stunt person or a daredevil stunt person. This guy for a living did things that would hurt himself. So he's like the original Evel Knievel. Think of that. This guy makes a living doing stunts, getting crowds to see it, going around touring, people buying him food and stuff because he's a daredevil kind of guy. Okay. Anyway, so Bobby Leach went over the Niagara Falls in a steel barrel. You wouldn't believe it. He got hurt a little bit. He survived, but in doing all of this stuff, he broke both of his kneecaps and pretty much shattered his jaw. That takes a little bit to come back from. But he did it. He made it over it. His kneecaps somehow came back because he was able to walk and all that. And his jaw was working and all that stuff. So this guy is living this dangerous life. Mm-hmm. He goes around the world showing off his stunts, doing various dangerous things and going on tour. And he made it all over the place. He was in Australia, Europe, China, all this stuff doing all this. So we're talking about a wild, wild guy. The weird part is what finally did him in. So how bad of a stunt do you think it has to be to finally take out the guy, the number one daredevil, first guy to survive Niagara Falls?
Flying.
Like jumping out of a plane. Misty, guesses?
Oh, it's going to be something stupid. He probably was fishing.
Fishing? Dangerous fishing. Swimming with sharks, something?
Yep, sure.
Well, the thing that finally took out the big daredevil of 1911, well, it was actually 1926 by the time it finally took him out. He was in New Zealand doing his daredevil-y things and was walking down the sidewalk, slipped on a banana peel, and died.
Okay, so you can actually slip on a banana peel.
It actually, some people believe it's a banana peel, but most people believe it's actually an orange peel. But the thing that took
Did he
out...
smack his head face first?
So, no, what happened actually is while he's walking around in New Zealand on this sidewalk and he slips on this banana peel, he ended up fracturing his leg. And after he fractured his leg,
He ended up with a blood clot.
It became infected and got gangrene. They took the leg, but by then it was too late.
Because it already traveled.
Ended up dying from it. So the guy who is the big daredevil, first guy to survive down Niagara Falls in a steel barrel, fractured his knees, broke his jaw, did stunts all over the place, lived and breathed for danger, dies from slipping on an orange peel.
Or banana.
Most people think it was an orange. Nobody knows for sure. But that's what gets him.
Okay. I need to lay down an orange peel and a banana peel and really feel how slick they really are on the...
You could die. Do you think you're some Bobby Leach? Don't grow up to be a cowboy.
Don't worry, I'll be a cowgirl.
Cowgirl?
Ride my pony.
I have dirty thoughts again. I was thinking of the song, nothing. Okay, sorry. Yeah. But yeah, that is my quick and easy story about a man who lived too close to the sun. He finally goes out from an orange peel on a sidewalk. What a way to go.
I got no words.
Technology and medical are just not better now than they used to be, maybe.
I suppose. He probably is one of those where he thought he was just such a tough guy, like fractured leg. I've done that 1,000 times. What's
Sat
the big
there
deal?
for a while and...
This hurts more than normal. It'll be fine.
Everything's fine. Oh, I'm going to have to say definitely weird. I'll say
a way to
3
go.
crispy.
3 crispy? I'll take it.
I'll give you a 4.
A 4. Well, thank you.
A 4.
A 4.
A 4.
A 4. A 4.
4.
Well, guys, just watch out for orange peels. That's all I got to say.
That's probably a reason why I watch my feet when I walk.
That's a good point.
Well, that and gum.
Yeah. Or goose poop.
Oh, a lot of goose poop.
Yeah. They should really learn how to keep it in the grass.
Right?
Nobody's trained them.
Can you potty train a goose?
I'm sure if you have it since a gooseling or whatever they... Gosling.
Goosling?
I think it's gosling.
Gosling? Sure. A chick? Since you had it as a chick?
I don't have chickens.
We really don't know our bird terms, guys, do we? So.
No, I don't, because my last one was about monkeys.
I got an order app. Well, we've now looped around to Misty. What do you got in the news world, Misty?
All right, this article comes to you by UPI from January 2nd of 2026.
Okay. All right. I'm in my seat and I'm rared.
Portable X-ray locates heirloom rings thrown into a hospital trash.
Medical X-ray?
Portable X-ray locates heirloom
All right,
rings.
I know I always ask questions before I'm supposed to. But that either means that they decided to use an X-ray machine to find something they knew was in the trash, or they X-ray all the trash, which is even more concerning because what are they concerned about people throwing away? All right, that's that part where I start asking questions.
My guess is that they may do that for like needles not being disposed of properly.
Oh, that's a good idea. Well, we're going to find out. Misty, why are they X-raying?
That would be my guess as to why they X-ray the garbage.
Yeah, tell us why they X-ray the garbage. What's going on here?
January 2nd, a pair of rings accidentally thrown into the trash at an Iowa hospital were recovered thanks to medical staff, maintenance workers, and a portable X-ray machine.
Okay.
All right.
Susan Sinwell said she didn't realize until the day after having an X-ray performed on her hand at Grundy County Memorial Hospital that she had thrown a napkin containing her grandparents' wedding rings in the trash.
Did you just say the name of the hospital is Grundy? I believe you. I don't have to say it. I believe you.
What does it say?
Where are we? That Grundy. That is Grundy. All right.
The best part of that was she continued to read because I know you wanted to say it like, wait.
Wait a minute. Grundy.
I knew it was going to come where he's just going to be like, pause. Did you just say what I think you said?
So she had these rings wedged into a napkin.
So she had them on a napkin while having an X-ray done on her hand.
Mm-hmm.
The rings were her grandparents' wedding rings, and they ended up in the trash. When I threw the napkin away, it sounded funny when it hit the garbage. Sinwell told Iowa's News Now, but I didn't think anything of it at the time. So when she threw away the napkin, she didn't think about it. My other question is, if you have them sitting on a napkin, what did you use that napkin for? That you would throw it away without putting the rings back on.
Yeah, how could you not see the rings? How could you not feel it when you're crumpling it up?
Sounds like a very uncomfortable position.
Yeah, nobody knows. Maybe. I don't know.
Sorry, I'm just being cheeky.
Maintenance crews set about the process of searching for these rings and discovered the trash in question had been mixed with several days' worth of waste and put through the compactor. They went through 50 to 60 trash bags using metal detectors, but no luck. So Craig, an imaging manager at the hospital, brought a portable X-ray machine to the hospital's ambulance bay to more quickly search through the garbage.
Just jammed it in there. Into the bay.
Yep.
Between the two humps. Got it, keep going.
He said it took about 45 minutes and 35 images in order to locate the rings. It was really rewarding. Honestly, I don't think we were going to ever find them, but we did. So Sinwell was very grateful that she had the rings returned to her and that none of them were damaged after going through the compactor.
That's what I was waiting to hear next. I mean, we're talking about gold here. Well, I'm assuming gold, some type of jewelry. It's usually a pretty soft metal.
Yeah, but they found it with a portable X-ray machine.
Well,
that answers that.
That does. Grundy joke. I couldn't think of it, but I wanted to say it again.
Insert Grundy joke here.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I figured you'd get a kick out of the name of the hospital.
Grundy.
I was waiting. I knew you were going to be like, did you read that right?
I did. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait just a minute. I mean, at least it was nice of the hospital, though, to actually take that time and energy to do that. Because, probably the original response is like, well, we'll look. But yeah, right. We're not going to find those things. But
well, with the name Grundy, I'm assuming that it's a very small hospital in a very small town. Yes. I'm waiting.
I'm trying to come up with something good here. Is it in a deep valley?
Maybe. In a shadow of death?
Shadow of death.
Anyways, that's my story.
Still wondering how you don't see them in the first place on a napkin.
That you put on a napkin. So you knew the napkin held the rings when you picked it up.
Because you wouldn't put a napkin over the top of it unless she did, so nobody saw the rings and stole them. But this still seems weird.
Well, maybe that too, because I mean, they were in an X-ray thing. So they do make you remove your jewelry. Now, were the napkins over the top of a pan that they were sitting on? Like, I don't know what they do. I've never had an
Still
X-ray.
would have been able to feel, I would think.
Yeah, if
Like
you
the
crumble up a
bulkiness of-
because there's more than one ring too.
Yeah, multiples.
Maybe she
rings.
picked her nose.
Oh, she forgot. Picked her nose and forgot.
She's a gold digger.
Ah. Actually, I think the X-ray guy was the gold digger because he's the one who found him.
That's true.
So technically,
Theoretically,
I mean,
him
I don't
and
mean
the
to-
maintenance guy.
I don't mean to get your panties in a bundle over it, but technically.
Ah.
See, I got one more.
I'll go 3 crispy.
I'll go 3 bacon rating. I like it. The town was the best part. My favorite part is anytime I get for Grundy and try to get how many Grundy jokes I can get in there at once.
I don't know. I knew it'd be the best one.
I'd say it's a cute story, but I got yelled at last time for saying it was cute. Like
You're just talking about me. I know. It's all good. I'm the Grundy of your dreams.
That's
the
weird.
Grundy. Woo.
It's a weird compliment to give your spouse.
Wow.
Anyway,
Yeah. When do you know you've been together for a really long time?
that you compliment each other on Grundys.
You're the Grundy of my dreams. Ooh, that's
Give myself a Grundy for you.
see, this is weird. This is why we do a podcast.
I should go on a card.
Right? Happy anniversary from my Grundy to yours. Yeah, thank you.
Next birthday. Just make a card that says, happy birthday to my favorite Grundy.
No words?
I can't
Trevor's
think of it.
speechless?
I keep
How
trying to
does
think
this
of a
work?
good Grundy thing. I'm trying to really.
Just give up.
I am. I have to give up.
We'll be here for hours.
Right. It's time for me to pull that out and move on.
My mind did not go to Grundy.
Oh, Stephanie. Stephanie. This is a family podcast.
I was talking about boogers.
Oh, yeah. I thought that's what you're talking about. I figured you were talking about boogers.
I was. Anywho.
I got an order app.
You're up, beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do something that I did last time or a couple episodes ago.
Okay,
where I'm going
what's
to read what it is and you have to guess.
We have to guess what the product is. All right, hold on. I'm going to shift. I want to get myself in guessing mode. Guessing. All right, I'm ready.
Okay. So this is from the subreddit WTF garage sale.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's the baby gate.
It's
So
not the
it comes with sexual attachments
Sorry.
for pet play.
All right. So the item that is being sold is called Ultimate Sandbox for $50.
Ultimate Sandbox, $50.
Okay. Imagine the fun your kids can have playing and using their imagination with this partially filled with sand. It already has the mountains and valleys. The aluminum is just something I stuck up for the pictures. It wouldn't take much effort to close the sides in to make it presentable in your yard.
Mountain and valleys are already in it. Close up the sides. It's already partially filled with sand? No.
It is not partially filled with sand.
Mountains and valleys. I got sex doll in my mind here.
Kind of funny because that's where I went.
Build up the sides.
Do you want me to read it again?
Yeah. Okay. Do it again.
Okay. Imagine the fun your kids can have playing and using their imagination with this partially filled with sand. It already has the mountains and valleys. The aluminum is just something I stuck up for the pictures. It wouldn't take much effort to close the sides in to make it presentable in your yard.
It's not a kitty litter. Swimming pool.
$50 for a litter box? Damn.
It's a really nice litter box.
There's people out there who pay $500 for litter boxes.
Oh, those self-cleaning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
At
We're
that
gonna
point,
wait
why
till-
have a cat?
Well, we're just going to wait for our kids to move out, and then we'll get one of those self-litter ones. All right, completely.
When you get your Mancoon, you'll need one of them.
Right.
Poop will be as big as our Danes.
Right.
Right. Okay. Not related, but somewhat related. I think I've told you guys this, where my parents, their dishwasher broke when we were kids, and they said, well, you don't need to get a new dishwasher. We can just all do them by hand. And we always had to do the dishes as the kids. And as soon as we moved out of the house, guess what they did?
Got a new dishwasher.
Bought a new dishwasher. Like, oh, really?
How convenient.
Interesting. Anyway.
Good thing they didn't put a kitty litter scoop in it.
Good point. Yeah. Oh, wow. We're going way back in episodes. Anyway. All right. Back to this. Guessing what it is. I have nothing. I keep thinking some type of sex doll. I keep thinking boobs and butt crack or something. Whatever. I don't know. Misty, what do you got?
Mountains and valleys and aluminum.
The aluminum was added
I know.
for the picture. I got nothing.
I don't either.
I don't know. What do you got?
It's a hot tub.
What, you gonna fill a hot tub with sand?
It's a used hot tub. And the aluminum that he put on was like old aluminum siding from like a shed or something. That's all dented and rusted and
It's
whatnot.
like you wrapped around the bottom and all that to cover up the like machinery. Oh,
Oh.
Jeebus, that looks bad. Oh my God.
He just wanted somebody to take it.
Well, that's probably what it is. I think you have to pay to get rid of those. I don't think you just put that in the curb for the city to come get. Yeah.
How full do you fill it with sand?
I feel like you'd have to put a lot of sand in a hot tub to fill it
Then your kid's drowned.
in the sand.
in the sand.
It's like quicksand.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah. Did anybody else think after growing up as a child that quicksand would be a bigger issue in our lives than it really is?
No.
When we grew up, I felt like you had to know how to deal with quicksand because it was on every show we ever watched. Also, apparently being lit on fire was a big thing because stop, drop, and roll is just built into our brains. I still think
That's
it's
all they
important.
taught you in elementary school, like every year
Yeah, I still think it's important.
during fire
Don't
safety
get me
week
wrong.
or whatever.
Don't get me wrong.
Don't teach them
but
how to
geez
use a
Louise.
fire extinguisher. Teach them how to drop and roll.
Mm-hmm. I think this is just a guy who couldn't get anyone to take his hot tub that doesn't work, and he
He
doesn't
didn't
want
want
to
to pay
rid
to
of it.
get rid of it.
I mean, you can't blame the guy for trying, right? You can't blame him for being like, "What if this works?"
You know, some people are crazy enough to try it.
What other options are there for trying to pawn off your broken hot tub? Giant rain gauge.
It's a good question.
Oh, it could be one of those rain barrels. You could use it to be a rain barrel, like people that like to water their flowers with rainwater. Rain barrel, large mouth.
Oh.
I don't know what else you do with a broken hot tub.
Throw it away.
Yeah, let's see. What else can you do with a broken hot tub?
Making it in ground pool.
There you go.
Who says the jets have to work?
That's a good point. Now it's just a pool. Kiddie pool. Call it a kiddie pool.
Remember we saw the ice plunge tub? They could just be an ice plunge.
There you go.
What's an ice plunge tub? What?
Did you not see it at the Home and Garden show yesterday?
Across from the dogs, probably not.
I didn't know. There were dogs. I was looking at puppies. There were Pomsky puppies, Stephanie. Do you
Yes,
think
I
we're
was
gonna waste
there.
our time?
Okay.
I know you were there, but I'm not going to look. I am sorry, but Pomsky puppies are going to take Pomsky puppies are going to take priority over tub.
So they have like ice plunge tubs
Uh-huh.
where it's legit made. It's like it
tub.
looks like a bathroom tub, but it
Uh-huh.
sits outside and it's like a cold plunge,
Uh-huh.
which athletes use. You know, after like a workout, helps to with the muscles, so your muscles don't tense up.
Uh-huh. Why don't you just take ice and put it in a regular bathtub? Are people really buying this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What if they can do what they want? Pomsky puppies were there. I was looking at Pomsky puppies.
But that's what Misty and I are talking about, is that you could use this for a cold plunge.
Cold plunge. Sandbox, regular pool if it still holds water, rain gauge, really, really big rain gauge. Oh, koi pond. It's a koi pond.
You could turn it into a pond of sorts.
You probably could.
Yeah. I mean, that's one step above the guy who uses an old toilet in their garden as a planter. But either way.
What are you
You
talking
get
about?
ducks. Get pet
Duck
ducks. It
pond.
could be-
Kois and ducks.
Great. Not that we don't get enough ducks in our backyard.
We do get ducks.
There's always 2 male and 1 female mallard every spring and summer. Okay.
I am going to go with a 4 bacon rating for creativity. I think this guy is really trying. And maybe if it doesn't work, maybe he'll use one of our other ideas. Maybe next week there'll be
a different post.
a koi pond for
koi
sale.
I give it a 3 crispy. That's pretty good.
I like it.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome, Steph.
I got an order app.
So, Trevor, what do you got? What side of the world are we going to this time?
Did you say what side of the world? That's a good question. Hold on. Oh, I can tell you where we're going. We're going to Spain.
I've always wanted to go to Spain.
You guys ready for some Spain?
Sure.
Sure.
Bring it on.
The name of this one is called Romance is Dead. Sorry, guys. This comes from a March 1994 article in the Chicago Tribune, a March 1994 article in the Tampa Bay News, and a July 1994 article in the Independent. So the Independent's just a little bit slow. The other guys got it in March. The Independent took till July to get this one. Like I was saying, this is coming from Spain. In 1994, a woman in Spain received an anonymous letter. It was in a cute little envelope with pink paper. And this is what this little envelope said.
From Spain?
No, she's in Spain. She lives in Spain.
Did the letter come from Spain?
The letter did come from Spain, but it did not say who it came from. It just was a letter she got in the mail, written out to her. And here's what it said. You ready? Yesterday we saw each other again. We met on the street, and I noticed how you glanced interestingly in my direction. I only need to be with you for a couple of minutes, and even if it doesn't work out, I promise you won't regret our little experience together.
It's a misconnection.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go on.
I'm going to do it one more time. Yesterday, we saw each other again. We met on the street, and I noticed how you glanced interestingly in my direction. I only need to be with you for a couple of minutes, and even if it doesn't work out, I promise you won't regret our little experience together.
Psycho.
Yeah, that was kind of the response this woman had. She did not find this little love note romantic by any means. If anything, it caused fear and alarm. She actually felt like she was being threatened. She thought, I must have a stalker. Like, this little romance did not go over well. Another person who was not a big fan of this letter would be her husband.
Awkward.
Yeah. So a little bit of jealousy popped up. He's like, who is this? What the hell's going on? Why are you looking at some dude on the street? What's your deal?
So he went the complete opposite direction.
Yeah, she's swearing, I don't know what's going on. He's saying, well, this is something. And she's saying, it's not my fault. I don't know who this is. I'm scared. All that stuff. The next part about this, though, is it didn't just happen to this woman. It happened to 50,000 other women in Spain who all got the exact same letter that day.
Was this supposed to go in the newspapers most wanted or?
Well, 50,000 women all got this letter all in Spain. And somebody finally figured out what the hell was going on. And it didn't take long. By the time everybody started the next day, when everybody's at work and talking and all that and said, I got this letter, what the hell? Everybody else is saying, I got this letter, what the hell? And they all figured out where this letter came from. Does anybody want to guess who sent this letter?
The mayor.
I want to say it's like the publishing clearinghouse.
That's even more creepy.
Misty's actually closer.
What?
This letter came from the local Fiat Motor Company. Fiat, the car?
Yeah.
Fiat Motor Company thought, you know what would be a really fun campaign?
That's a really terrible campaign.
Yeah. Fiat Motor Company sent all this letter out to to 50,000 women in the area.
What the fuck?
And they were going to follow it up within a couple days with another letter from the same anonymous person in the same pink paper saying, this is Fiat Motor Company and I am the new model of car and you should come and test drive me.
Do you maybe think that one would have been better to lead with?
Yeah. So once Fiat figured out how much trouble they created, they stopped the campaign immediately. They never sent out the second letter.
As they should.
They did a giant apology, a public apology all over the news and TV and anything they could, because there's people that are literally like talking divorce over this thing and all that. Like, who is this letter from? Because, some relationships are a little rocky to begin with, and this probably didn't help.
Don't even know where to go.
One woman actually sued the company. She sued them, and the court fined them. The High Court of Zaragoza, which apparently is a court somewhere in Spain, they gave them a big old fine for what they had as, quote, worst possible taste with highly erotic content, end quote.
Oh, you mean it could be, but...
If it's fine worthy or not, I don't know. But a woman actually did sue them because allegedly, until this was all figured out, there were women that like would refuse to leave their own place. They wouldn't go anywhere without a male escort because they're worried that they're going to get attacked by some stalker.
You said male escort. I went,
Not that kind of male escort.
Security.
security.
That's the more proper term that you should have used. A male escort is, we'll just leave it there.
Which they may have them in Spain, but oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm crying.
Without a male companion? Is that what better?
Male security.
Male
Just say
or
security.
companion. Sure. Something's better than escort.
Yes, don't use escort.
What about escort? I'm going to move on. I'm just going to move on.
My face hurts.
A Fiat spokesperson defended the campaign, stating, quote, "We thought it was a fun campaign aimed at the independent, modern working woman."
Hold on. Was it a female that wrote it?
The article said, all the articles called him a Fiat spokesman, but that doesn't mean it was a man or not, but it just said the Fiat spokesman. So I changed it to spokesperson because I don't know if it was male or female.
Okay. That's just out of curiosity.
I'm going to guess it was a guy because I'm pretty sure if they would have put this past a couple of the women that worked there, they've probably been like, this is a terrible idea. Don't send anonymous letters to women on pink paper.
Saying I'm watching you. Kind of like.
Yes, we saw each other on the street. You looked my way.
They could have at least labeled the piece of paper with their logo of Fiat.
Yeah. And I mean, think about it. I just need to be with you for a couple of minutes. Promise you won't regret our little experience together. Yeah.
Well, considering Fiats are little, I get that. But at the same time, if it's not marked, you get letters from Mr. Cooper, the tires, and all those other, somebody would think, hey, let's maybe put our logo on here.
Something. Either way, I don't think anyone's going to ever try this little stunt again because it did not go over very well.
So how much do you think sales went down for Fiat after that?
Well, I mean, there's no such thing as bad advertising. So if anything, it might have actually gotten people to look at the new Fiats. I hate to say it.
Yeah, all the guys.
I mean, look at the satanic panic. 1980s, there was a whole satanic panic that, the devil was out there and teenagers were falling for it. And the number one attack was the game Dungeons and Dragons, because all these people were attacking Dungeons and Dragons, all these parents and these organizations. I think the government
now it's like
even
one of the number one games.
Even then it was. They still to this day, Dungeons and Dragons, Wizards of the West Coast that own it have said that's one of the best things that ever happened is the world attacking us, saying we're going to create part of the satanic panic, because our sales went through the roof as soon as people found out there was this kick-ass game about Dungeons and Dragons and all that. So there's no such thing as bad advertisement.
Maybe for their escorts. Or
The male escort.
Ah,
That's my story.
I love it. I don't know where it goes. Why? I just don't know why.
I don't know. Sounded like a good idea at the time.
Only Fiat.
Mm-hmm. Lesson learned.
Only guys. Only a group of guys in the marketing department could have thought this was a good idea. If you two or anybody ever came up to you and said, I have this idea for my business and told you exactly what happened here, would you think this is a good idea?
Did you see my reaction here? I probably would have laughed in his face or her face.
Fucking creepy.
Yeah.
They obviously don't watch enough criminal movies.
That's true. This did come out in 94. This was before the murder podcast world.
Yes. Just saying. I give it a 4.
Thank you. So, 4 bacons?
4 bacons.
4 bacon strips.
No, 4 escorts.
4 male escorts for me. Good thing it's not crispy. I don't know what that would mean.
Stephanie has no words.
She's thinking.
I will also give you 4 escorts.
Nice.
4 male escorts.
4
sorry.
male escorts. All right. Well, thank you guys. I do appreciate my bacon rating.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I got an order app.
Let's see what is at the news desk now for round number 2.
Not escorts.
Not male escorts. Any male escorts for you over there, Misty?
No. So this article comes to us by AP. The headline is Baltimore cyclist finds joy in collecting lost hubcaps and stringing them into art.
Is that still a thing? I suppose I still see hubcaps around, laying around on the ground. I feel like there's a lot more hubcaps laying on the ground when I was younger, but
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
I was waiting for you to say he finds him and tries to find the car they go back on.
That would be great. No. All right. So cyclist Wickham has collected more than 700 lost hubcaps,
Ooh, dang.
mostly on bike rides around Baltimore.
They must have bumpy roads in Baltimore. That's a lot of hubcaps.
They have inspired a quest to turn litter into art, including Christmas wreaths, a giant fish, and a large head of Snoopy.
Did he find these all on the side of the road while biking?
Yes, he does. It is a hobby that developed nearly 2 years ago from his love of cycling and his joy of making something out of junk that he has collected.
Okay. Over 700 hubcaps
Mm-hmm.
in a 2-year span.
Mm-hmm.
He's averaging almost 1 hubcap a day. That is a lot of hubcaps. I'm still confused. Are you sure he's not just stealing them off of people's cars? When he says he finds them, does he find them in sets of 4 on people's cars?
Let me read the article
Maybe he
because
goes
I
to
really don't
junkyards.
know.
It could be, or like I say, maybe the roads are really bumpy there. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe he goes through like a dump or something.
I guess.
I think it's sort of the excitement of the hunt, for one thing, Wickman says.
Mm-hmm.
I love to cycle. I love Baltimore. I love to go out in Baltimore. And there's just enough hubcaps and other things like car grills to be interesting, but not so many that it's too easy.
So stealing grills.
He finds them on the road.
Grills off the car grills? So this is like the grill off the front of the car.
Well, think about it. Sometimes that stuff doesn't get picked up after an accident.
I think this guy just has a crowbar. He's just walking around town getting anything he wants.
I mean, he finds it on the side of the road. There can't be that many hubcaps and grills that are just tossed to the side.
I know.
Otherwise, Baltimore has a lot of accidents.
So Wickham, 54, says he can't quite explain it, but one day while cycling in early 2024, he decided to bring home a lost hubcap. Since then, he has started stringing hubcaps he has come across to his backpack. I keep track of them, and I have a Google map, he says. I pin the location of where I found each one of them.
This guy's got a really weird hobby.
A little bit.
Others in the community who have taken the interest in his projects let him know when they see hubcaps on the side of the road. So now Wickman keeps a list of them that he has referred to as hubcaps in the wild.
I kind of like the name, though. I do.
Yes. He wants to do the collecting himself. That is part of the joy that he finds in this. So Wickham also gets a hand from his wife, Kate, who helps hold materials during construction and offers opinions.
I think she's called an accomplice.
Her comment is, I'm just a support team and occasionally the cautious person who says, you can't drive on this road. You can't bike on this road or whatever. So I just more kind of supporting his love and trying new things.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know what any of his art looks like? Did you see any pictures of this guy's
Yes,
art?
there is art.
Is it like yard art?
It is yard art.
Does this guy have 700 hubcaps in his front yard in weird shapes to make art?
He sells them. The article will go on and talk about it.
I believe you. All right, so, okay. All right, so this guy steals hubcaps. Finds hubcaps. And he makes art out of them. All right.
So Baltimore is a center of quirky art.
Yeah, sounds like it.
It might seem like an odd pastime, but Baltimore has been known to celebrate its quirky side. The city is known by director John Waters, whose offbeat films earned him the monarchy of the Pope of Trash. Baltimore is also home to the American Visionary Art Museum, which is a national recognized as the repository for work of self-taught artists and intuitive art.
All right.
Never knew that about Baltimore, in case you wanted to know. Trevor, you have this disgusted look on your face.
I have a lot of questions on it. I just can't see myself putting it. Of course, I'm not a visionary, so maybe that's why, but I just can't see myself putting a art piece made out of hubcaps in my front lawn. But again, you know what? I'm just not a visionary, I guess.
But if done correctly.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm sure this guy probably makes nice looking stuff. I probably just don't know what real art looks like.
You're just being judgy.
I'm being super judgy. I am, which is terrible because I literally emphasize how important it is to be weird because regular is boring. So I'm going to shame myself right now
You
for
should.
not. I am so sorry. Walbert, Wilburn, some of the Wickham. I am very sorry, Mr. Wickham. I am sure you're doing good art and you're enjoying it and you're weird and it is wrong for me to judge you and your weirdness. I still think you're stealing hubcaps though. I'm not. I am still 95% sure you are a definite thief. But kudos on the art.
So Wickham, who works in the marketing of a defense technology company, stores his finds in his garage and works in his front yard. He uses expanded metals as the framework with sheet metal with holes for wiring and holding the sheets in place. He uses zip ties to link the hubcaps to the sheeted metal. It's all held together with zip ties, he says. Hubcaps are full of slots and holes. Or holes. And so it's easy to get a hold of them and hold them in place. His work is big. The head of Snoopy is 16 feet tall and about 21 feet wide.
16 feet tall is not 2 stories, but pretty damn close.
And 21 feet wide.
That's a really big head of Snoopy. Where do you get that?
He built it.
He built it.
I thought he bought that. I thought it was a part of his artwork. I thought he made a Snoopy.
He made a Snoopy head
out of all
the
hubcaps.
Stephanie, I need you to find me this. I got to be honest. Sometimes I need Stephanie to find me this.
So you can see the picture.
I need to see.
And then you can take back your words about how mean you were.
I want to see Wilbur's Snoopy head. Wickman's. That's what I said.
He picks up hubcaps on his travels also. So while most of his hubcaps he uses are found in Baltimore, Wickman expands his range when he travels. Visits to see his son at Kent State University have added a few new hubcaps from Ohio. A business trip to Italy, which includes bike tours of Rome, yielding a find. Wickham has explained to his guide why he bothers to pick them up. And I was like, oh, I collect these. I'm just going to take this back with me. And I showed her a photo of my wreath and she liked it. Oh, okay. So whenever anyone hears about it and understands it, you're on board, Wickman says.
Oh, Stephanie has it. Holy shit.
Yeah, do you take back what you said now?
All right, I take back what I said. It is, I would call that like a silhouette of Snoopy. It looks like
It's the side.
a side view of Snoopy, and he is standing in front of it, and it is 16 feet tall. It is a bunch of hubcaps all spliced together, and then they're all, I don't know if those are chrome colored, and he left them the same, or if he painted them white. And then he's got the eyes and the nose and the ear, which are black, which I don't know if it means he found black ones or if he painted those particular ones. It actually is pretty kick-ass looking. and that is why we love weird. That's really cool.
And Trevor takes back all the negative things he just said about
I am so sorry, Mike Wazowski, for making fun of your artwork. I shouldn't have made the fun of it. You do kick-ass work, and that's really cool.
So Wickman has donated 2 Christmas wreaths that he made in the last year, one to the city and another to a nonprofit organization. Wickman said the hobby has led to interactions with city residents. On one ride, a man who saw him pick up a hubcap instantly signaled for him to come over to him. He wanted to let him know that there was another hubcap nearby. It was clear to him that I was collecting these things, and all he wanted to do was help, to point one out for me. And there's a lot of that, Wickman said. It starts a lot of conversation, and it's just something that people love to talk about. And that's the end of my story.
I like it. Mr. Wimbledon is the kick-ass.
Apologize for keep calling for...
It's not hard to remember Wickham.
That's what I keep saying. I don't know why you guys don't hear it.
Sure.
For Crispy because it's unique and it did turn out really cool.
Yes, I am quite impressed. The only one I saw was Snoopy, but I am sure that as good as Snoopy was, I bet you his other stuff is pretty kick-ass too. But when you telling me I find hubcaps and I zip tie them to pieces of metal and make art, I was skeptical, which is against everything this podcast stands for. But I agree. That's a For Crispy. That's a pretty kick-ass story.
Mm-hmm.
Take it.
Just a guy riding around. I do wonder what it had to be like is you're on a bike tour with him. You're leading a tour. And some random dude picks up a hubcap on the side of the road during the tour. You're like, what are you doing? I'm going to bring this home.
What do you think flight attendants and that stuff do?
Oh, the
When
luggage check. They luggage scan it. They find one hubcap in this guy's luggage.
It's not drugs.
Right.
It's not a firearm. Are you still trying to find more pictures?
Yeah, then I'll stop. I liked it.
I did too. It's a good story.
Right. I thought it was kind of fun and unique.
Mm-hmm.
I got an order app.
Well, keeping these wheels rolling. We're off to Stephanie for our closing
We're
story.
off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. And there's a reason I don't sing.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, I have an Am I the Asshole story for you guys.
These are usually good, and they usually are the asshole. Not always, actually.
This is a short one.
Okay.
Okay. Am I the asshole for connecting it to the EarPod after my niece swallowed it to see if it would play in her stomach?
Absolutely not.
No, that is the coolest thing ever. Oh my God. I would totally want to do that. And then put your ear to their stomach to see if you can hear it. Okay, keep going.
That is awesome.
When my 3-year-old niece swallowed my sister's left AirPod, everyone started worrying right away. I was trying to lighten the situation, so I connected the AirPod to my phone and put my ear on her stomach to check if I could hear it. Surprisingly, I actually did hear a little sound coming from inside her, which made the moment a bit funny for me.
It should have been for everybody. That's hilarious.
But the people around us didn't really find it amusing. They all looked at me like I wasn't taking things seriously at all. I was just trying to calm the mood, but instead I ended up being the only one laughing while everyone else was still stressing about the AirPod inside her.
Hold on. No, he's not the asshole. Because first of all, an AirPod is this big,
Right.
which is about the size of a penny.
And
kids eat coin all the time.
They swallow Legos.
Yeah. Usually
They pick their nose. They eat their boogers. I mean,
then they get dementia. No. Okay, sorry.
my question is that AirPod is not going to hurt her or them.
And she's 3.
She's 3.
I
She will
could
legitimately
see-
poop it out in 24 to 48 hours.
I could see if it was an infant.
Right.
Then absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, then maybe a choking hazard or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
that I completely understand. But
She's 3.
she's 3. So the top comment on this is, I don't think I can be unbiased with this one. That's fucking hilarious.
Yes.
Exactly.
OP responds with, I know, right? But only my niece and I thought it was hilarious. So even
the kid laughed
Yes.
about it.
yes.
Well, just because a 3-year-old sides with you doesn't make you
Hold
right.
on, though. You know why everybody else was mad? Because
I-
the mom probably just bought them, spent $400 on them, and now one of them is inside their kit.
Oh, you
But
can
it'll
rinse
be-
that off. That's fine.
Or, fuck, now I got to go through their poop.
Oh, you have to. You still have to confirm that they pass it. You still have to do. You still got to do some filtering there.
I think it's funny.
I think it's
I
hilarious.
think it's goddamn hilarious.
I think it's really, really
So
funny.
no, I do not think he's the asshole.
No,
not at all.
not at all. Because I would have been the same type of person who's like, come here, let's connect to my phone and see what kind of music we can play.
Right?
And you know what you hear? Baby shark do 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 do. Baby shark do 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 do.
We better stop before we get copyright infringement.
So that's my story.
Oh no, that's great. Yeah, I'm with Misty. The worst thing about kids eating coins is how dirty money is.
Right.
You call the doctor and they're like, well, just make sure they pass it. Filter their poop. Make sure you find it in a couple days. If you don't
Right.
call us
They
again.
don't do anything about it.
Yeah, I think the only thing that's dangerous if kids swallow magnets, and that's only if they swallow multiple magnets.
Mm-hmm.
If a kid swallows one magnet, not a big deal. It'll pass through, assuming it's not too huge.
Right, but in swallowing multiples,
Yeah, if they have
they
two
could
or
connect
more,
together and pinch.
Yeah, they can connect together and pinch things and stuff.
I think that was a Grey's Anatomy episode, by the way.
Oh my God, I haven't seen Grey's Anatomy in years.
I think it was like early seasons, but I'm pretty sure I remember seeing like that. But anyway.
This has got to be like first-time parents that had this kid, because otherwise, why are you freaking out?
Mm-hmm.
You laugh about that as well.
But yeah, why make a stressful situation out of something that's not stressful? Because you know dang well they would have called the doctor's office. The doctor's office would have been like, just check her poop, make sure she passes it.
It was probably one of those situations where first-time mom.
That's what I'm thinking.
What in the hell were her parents doing? Like, you can't tell me that whoever was with them didn't have a kid and was like, meh. Obviously, the uncle has kids.
That doesn't always matter, though.
Yeah, we all know that for a fact.
You know, like there could be a situation where you're a new mom freaking out about something, and either you have the parents that are like, meh, it happened, you did it, you'll pass.
Yeah.
Or you have the parents that are like freaking out just as much.
I think that the person who wrote this, who decided, I'm going to try to connect to it, that's pure genius. That's the type of person that we need to listen to.
It
Our
makes you curious
podcast.
because you hear about it and it's like, I really like.
Now I want to know if you can really hear.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to swallow my earbud, but kind of wish my kids would have at one point. Do me a favor, Mikey, swallow this for me.
I feel like this could be a commercial for a vet where somebody goes and they try to start their car and it won't start because this is no key detected, and they pick up like their small dog and they bring in the car and the car will start. And just look down and be like, do you need pet insurance? Call us. I am going to give that. I'm going for Crispy on that one. I like this guy. I think we should send him a t-shirt if we can figure out who on earth they are. And to give us an idea for what would be a fun little TikTok to do unless somebody steals it on us before we get to it this summer. For Crispy.
I would have to agree. It would be definitely a for Crispy.
Well, thanks, guys.
You are
I thought you'd like that one.
I think it's freaking great. I just want to try it.
Well, Misty will find some old earpods and we'll let you swallow them and we'll see what they do.
Well, an AirPod, though, isn't any bigger than taking a Tylenol. I mean, there are some of them out there that are really big.
I agree. Yeah, AirPod of all of them. If it's an actual AirPod brand AirPod, those are really tiny.
They're tiny enough that...
Yeah, I like it. Well, that's all we got today, guys, for episode number 26 of the Weird with a Side of Bacon podcast. If you have a Grundy, take care of it. If you're going to Grundy Hospital, I guess tell us about it. Again, if you want more of our content, you can find us on YouTube if you want to see the actual recorded videos, if you're listening to it on a podcast. If you're in the car and you can't watch on YouTube, then listen to it on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts. You can check it out on there. All of our episodes are on both of those. You can see it, you can hear it, we can do both. If you want to see more of our little snippets or see more about us or learn more about us, you can check us out on Facebook. You can also check us out on TikTok. You can check us out on Instagram or Instacart. We have, I already said Facebook. We also have YouTube Reels that we do. Check us out. Leave a comment. Give us a rating. If you want to send us an email at all, please do. Our email address is weirdwithsideofbacon@gmail.com. Again, no A, just weirdwithsideofbacon@gmail.com. As we like to say at the end of every episode, keep it weird, because normal is just another word for boring. Thanks, everybody. Bye.